Hey, so today I'm going to teach you how to make a toggle, and what this is useful for is if you have a claw or other servo, where when you press the button you want it to close, and then when you press the same button again you want it to open, and this is something that makes driving really easy for teams. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to have two variables, the servo position and the last value of B, as the button I'm going to be using for this demo is called B. During the program, if the last value of B is not pressed and the current value of B is pressed, then I change the servo to position from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, depending on what it was. The first thing I'm going to do is go to the Blocks tab. Okay, now I'm going to create a new op mode and I'm going to call this Toggle Test. And I'm going to start by creating the two variables. So the first is servo position. And I'm going to set servo position to 0. So and I'm going to create our other variable called last value of B, as the button that I'm going to be using on the gamepad is called B. And I'm going to set this to false. And the last thing I'm going to be doing is actually setting the servo position. So right now I have it called claw, and I'm going to set it to servo position. Okay, now I'm going to start actually writing the op mode. So first what I have to do is I have to put an if statement in. And what this if statement is going to be is if the last value of B was false and the current value of B was true, then I'm going to actually reverse the servo position. So variables. And okay, now I'm going to put this large block into the if statement. And now inside this if statement, I'm going to have the statement to change the servo position from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. So I'm going to have logic if variables servo position is equal to 0, then I'm going to set the servo position to 1. Otherwise, I'm going to set the position to 0 as I know it was previously 1. Okay, now I have most of the complex logic done. Next is to update the last value of B, so I'm going to set last value of B to gamepad1.b. And since it's after the logic, it's not going to mess with any of that logic. And final thing is set the servo position, so I'm going to go to set claw.position to variables servo position. Okay, and there you have it. I'm going to save this op mode. Now I'm going to actually demonstrate this. So as you can see, I have selected the op mode toggle test, and I'm going to hit init and play, and here I have my gamepad. This button here is B, and so that's the servo. As I hit B, it opens and closes, and if I hold it, I just hit it and it opens and closes.